GST is a lesson on financial mathematics. The Victorian curriculum section that it satisfies is creating simple financial plans. The elaboration is identifying GST components of invoices and receipts. Students are working towards achieving level 5 of the mathematics curriculum. The learning intention is to introduce the concept of GST and to have students work out the GST of certain prices of items. The success criteria is to correctly calculate GST of certain items and to demonstrate an understanding of what GST is. So the lesson began with a class discussion. What is GST? GST is goods and service tax and is a tax of 10% on most goods, services and other items sold or consumed within Australia. So we actually had, with my mentor teacher, a great discussion about GST and how we have to pay taxes. And before I revealed what GST stood for, one of the students actually thought it was government stealing taxes, which was quite funny. But I did say, no, it's actually goods and service tax. So after a great discussion of what GST is, I got the students to do their individual activity, and that is to calculate the GST of certain items. So for example, number 1, what's the GST of a $30 basketball? Now, I let the students use calculators and told them that in order to work out 10% of a price, they were to times the price by 0.1. In terms of catering for inclusion, all students were required to complete the task. There was a mini workshop I had on the floor where students were invited to join if they needed more help. Early finishers were to go on to athletics. Upon reflection, this was a successful lesson. There was an interesting discussion on what GST was and how it was relevant to our lives. Students were quick to learn how to calculate GST and most finished early. Perhaps in future I can have these students help struggling students to encourage peer teaching.